Tree lady.
I'm here. Let's blast off.
And you're live.
And to everyone that's in chat and everything, I have good news and bad news. The good news is that we're here and we're going to have fun. Darn it, whether you like it or not. But the bad news is the update hasn't dropped. And I'm a little unhappy about the fact that the update hasn't dropped yet. But we're going to play.
Good morning,
good morning. Good morning, Mayhem. We're going to play until 9:30 and let that be that. I will not be around most likely any of the rest of the week. I might be back by Friday morning, but I've got acupuncture that afternoon, so I'm not scheduling anything. So there will not be golf on Friday. But Saturday morning we will be back here and I'm a little bit put off because I covered the Humble update from moment one, and this was the only opportunity I had, and then the update didn't drop.
I had an update this morning.
Were you playing the development branch?
No.
Really?
Yeah, there's been...
Log out of it and check and see if there's one. Because I literally just had one.
Okie doke. That's worth doing.
Yeah.
The screen's going to
By the
go black.
way, your code doesn't work to join the game because you're not started yet.
Well, yeah, I was. We were both in it.
No, we were in.
Well, I know you were in, but you're not in now, so it's not working.
He's just being a wise ass.
Yep, there we go. A patch. How fast is it?
Good morning, country lady. Good morning, shaman.
We're technically not late.
Nope. And it's only 481 megabytes, so it's not too bad. Mine's already updated.
My internet is run by gerbils. Okay?
Oh no.
Even after the update, it's still pretty slow. And we have fiber internet in our neighborhood, and the company does not have a good reputation at all. So I didn't get it.
Yeah, there we go. The Moon's update has been released.
And we weren't the only ones.
Return to News Hub.
And we weren't the only ones in chat. The only ones in the discussion screen on Steam. There was 4 or 5 emails that, people going, "Where's the update at?" So it wasn't just us. Yay, GerbilNet. That sounds like a hairspray for gerbils. For those of us old enough to remember Aquanet. Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Speak now or forever hold your peace. There was cracking jokes and nobody laughed. I was concerned. I thought.
Well, that's because your jokes were shit.
Hey! You want to play Planet Crafter or not? Be nice to the host.
I still hadn't heard anything from that goober from the Great White North about his golf course.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. Go ahead and release it. I'll play it later today once I get my errands done.
Okay.
So,
it's called Big Dave Mayhem.
Big Dave Mayhem? Okay. Yeah, because I got to play Country Ladies too, because I missed...
Country Ladies course was actually good.
Yeah. Yeah, I did watch a bit of the golf on Saturday, and looking at it, it was a really well done course. So you're getting really good at making those.
Yes, you are. The country lady says, "Oh, Aquanet, I used a crap ton of that stuff." Yeah, I think
Oh, don't sound
everybody
so
did.
surprised.
I think everybody did of a certain age. All the hair control while you run on the wheel. Yes, gerbil net. Oh, oh, gosh. See, that's why I like doing this. It's the community as much as it is anything, because you all always get me laughing.
Yep. So there are now 3 planets. So when you say create a new game, you can only start from a planet: Prime, Humble, or Selenia.
Well, that Selenia is a moon.
Oh, is it a moon? Okay.
Yep.
Well, they have it under the planet drop down, which is therefore wrong.
You know, you can't have everything. They're French. What do you expect?
If Pluto can't be,
You're welcome.
If Pluto, if Pluto cannot be a planet, then therefore you need to put in a sub drop down for non-planetary bodies. I'm gonna put my Neil deGrasse Tyson hat on for a second.
Oh, and by the way, If I Were a Rich Man was not his song.
No, it wasn't.
He just happened to sing it.
That was the only version I ever heard up until the video that you put in my Discord.
So you're telling me you've never heard of the musical Fiddler on the Roof?
Yes, I have heard of the musical. I have never watched it.
Oh.
I have never seen it. I am not a movie watcher, and I despise musicals.
Well, yeah, so do I, but it's a good one.
You forgot to paste the code.
No, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Damn. I hate it when he's right. The code's there. Shut up. The only musical I ever really had any kind of bend to, and you all are going to, pan me for this, was Xanadu. I just accidentally watched it one day and went, that wasn't half bad. My wife loves West Side Story, and I cannot stand to watch it. It drives me nuts. I want to stab myself. And, that's me. That's one big difference between Randy and I. She'll sit and watch a movie or a series or something, and I won't even hardly look at it. And she's asked me, will you go to the movies with me? I want to see this movie. Absolutely. We saw Andre Bocelli, the last movie we went to. It was his whole concert from Italy. Was it good? Yes, it was good. Would that have been the movie I'd picked if I was picking movies to go to the movie? No. And he sometimes has to drag me out of my comfort zone. So, what do you do?
Yep.
Right. Let me get that off the screen before I turn the screen back on. Are you guys in?
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure the screen was turned off so I wouldn't show the code to just everybody.
Yep.
Now, what I'm wondering is there anything new in any of the menus?
First thing I would do is grab some of those blueprint chips and see if any of them are good anymore.
Yeah, that's
Well, that's just me.
No, that's exactly what needs to be done. That's why you save those things.
Well, I get people telling me I'm a smartass because I keep telling people what to do.
Well, there's the fridge. Tier 2 map information rocket. No more blueprints.
Yeah, fridge we got from the underground place, or that one procedural rack.
Yeah, the Tier 2 map information rocket is part of the update.
Yeah.
The 80s radio show we go to, all about Aquanet. One of the DJs was mourning that country town stopped carrying it. It was affecting his show breath. I am going to load up on food and water and go to the procedural wreck and throw the battery in.
Had a space. I was going to.
Country lady, you're perfectly all right, and it wasn't your bad. Did I see that I have enough for a habitat? Yes. Do I need a habitat? No. But I'm carrying it anyway.
That's because it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Anybody want to go to the procedural wreck now that I'm fixing to throw the doors open?
Nah, because I'm going to get drones going.
Chicken. And that's the other battery that you made, was you were using it for the drone station.
Yep. Okay, drone station has to go outside, right?
Voice seems to have a slight echo, but seems to be better. Okay. That's concerning to me.
There are 3 types of drones.
3 types of drones?
3 types of drones, but we only have a recipe for 1.
Well, that's teasing.
Yep.
I think I need to run over here and use that water filter that somebody made for me.
Yes,
Might have
thank you
been
again,
a
country lady.
Discord thing. I think we should ask Mr. Mayhem whether he has an air filter and a water filter. He might not need the air filter, but there were only 2 drones before.
Yeah, I have an air filter.
Do you have
No, I'm gonna make one.
Good man. Good man. Mayhem, can I ask a serious question?
Sure. I
How are
can't
you?
promise a serious answer.
How are you? I know you've been through a lot lately.
Dealing. But, you know,
It is my sincere, fervent desire that we're helping you deal.
oh yeah, you are. Absolutely. No, I do not need none of my ass. Two.
Good morning,
Bio
Wolfco.
plastic nuggets. They need to do those. Dolomite, iron, silicon. I need one of those.
We have an overage of dolomite, iron,
Aluminium, as Joro would
magnesium.
say. Thank you, country lady. It's very hard to accept and deal with, but I'm doing the best I can. I've got a really great support network with me, so, and y'all are part of that, so thank you.
All right. The lights are on, the doors are open.
Fabric. I need a fabric. And that's all I need. Do, 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 do.
I keep telling myself that somebody's going to build a better flashlight because you have to strike a match and see if this one's lit.
So, let's get there. Let's get there.
Well, do you have any solar quartz?
No.
No,
Well, then you can't have a tier 3.
I just want a tier 2.
You don't have a tier 2?
Mm-mm. I'm still
Why?
flying on a tier 1 because I'm an idiot, okay?
Okay. It's a tier 1, an aluminum, a magnesium, and a sulfur.
Somebody needs to clean house better. There's minerals all over this ship. Like somebody was emptying their inventory up here. I don't know who that would be.
Probably a Canadian. Eh?
Yeah,
Hey.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea. I would
no, you
never
got to say it
pollute the environment by
about.
littering. Yeah.
Or about either. Yeah, what is that? If you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter.
Yeah.
That's going out. This is coming back this way. That's where the battery went in. Where's the other? There's got to be another door in this place. No. 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 Well, I think I've gotten all the good out of this fishing hole. Well, Cub, I'm not sure about exactly what you're asking. Shaman's right. It's the Hotel California.
So Hotel California bear dang will have some drugs.
Well, I used to know how to play that on guitar, but it's been too
I
long.
wonder if I can catch that pink rock coming down.
We need that bad.
Yeah, that's the good one. That's the good one.
Why does the ground change color? Just right there.
Why
Because
is
it's
the
a
sky
shadow.
blue?
It's the refraction of sunlight through the atmosphere is why the sky is blue.
Nerd.
No, I was an instructor in the military, and I asked for questions one time in a class. And somebody asked me that question. I said, well, can we get back to the piece of equipment that we're dealing with? However, I can tell you why the sky's blue, and I told him.
Okay, so just so everybody knows, inside either of the two entrances to the base is a dump chest. I'm setting up to supply everything. So if you don't want to do sorting, just dump your shit in there.
Okay. I put all the pink crystals in there.
Okay.
We probably don't need this at this point, but I'm recreating a solar panel.
Yeah, we don't need it.
And there's 3 more. Wow.
And they still have not added Blazar quartz to the logistics system.
And I gotta say, this rain is just being nasty. I've got to make one tiny change of something. Come on, give me my mouse back. Do either one of you know what I mean when I'm talking about the Saboteur's wreck?
No.
He's the guy who was sent from Sentinel Corp to sabotage all of the drones from StarCorp Robotics.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if anybody's been in his crash, because I'm here by it.
Where art thou?
Not that anybody can see anything, because it's dark as heck and I don't have my light on.
I do not see you on the map. Where are you?
What in the world? Come on.
Oh, there you are. Okay. I don't think I've been in that one.
I fell in a chasm. It was nasty. Alright. And it's so dark, even with a light, I can't see. Wow. Somebody's been in it, because the door is typically closed.
Oh, yeah. I think maybe I've been in that one. Now did I see the one you're talking about? Okay, so the inside Dolomite box is getting emptied. I'm getting it all sent out to the outside Crusher stuff box.
Yeah. Did they make it darker with the update? I don't think so. It was just night, and I have the crappy torch. There's still blueprints over here.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think I was pretty chock-a-block full at the time when I was in there. So
Yeah,
you're probably gonna find lots of good stuff.
well. Whew. Yeah, I'm with Country Lady. It's pretty flippin' dark here.
Can't believe I'm about to say this, but I think I'm gonna have to go turn my furnace on. The end of May. Jesus.
I've got two things to say about that. Oh, Canada.
We have a frost warning for tonight. Just wrong. Okay, all the eggplants in the food box are going upstairs.
Okay. Good morning, Darlene. How are you?
And I think I'm going to send all the mushrooms to their own box upstairs as well.
Probably
Because
not a bad
you use
idea.
those with the food crafter, don't you?
No. Those are
To make the high quality
used-
food, isn't it?
No.
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 Oh,
That's-
mushrooms are used for making the bioplastic nuggets. That's right.
Yeah. So to put them up there wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yep. So I'm going to say supply. That supply.
Think that was
And
I understand about so-so. Been there and done that. Shh. There he is. Quit talking about him.
oh god, it's the French.
Good morning, John. How many drones do we have?
5. I was thinking of upping it to 10 because they are only tier 1s. I would love 78 degrees right now, country lady. It is. It's just wrong to be this late into May and you're still getting frost warnings. At least this far south in Canada. Like, you know, up north where I'd like to retire, yeah. But not down here. Like, we're not even going above plus 15 degrees Celsius till the end of the week. It's just going to be cold, damp, and all week. Okay, I need... Excuse me for that.
That whole dump chest system you got works pretty well.
Yep, just tell it to supply everything and...
14 degrees C here. That's not terrible.
It is when it's a damp cold. See, that's the key thing is it's damp here. And that's what I hate.
Country lady, I can't remember what the high here is going to be in central Texas.
Okay, I lied. We have 11 drones, maybe.
Oh, lovely. Going to be 90 here today.
Lucky people. Okay, so logistics system down here I think is all set up.
Yeah.
I just have to. I'm hoping you remember where all the upper tier miners are. So,
Yep, I do.
okay, good.
Speaking of upper tier miners, we should put one out here in the yard. Because that's still a tier 1.
Yeah, it's tier 1. I've got it set to supply everything. So,
And I'm fixing to go do the same thing. There's tier 2 gas extractor.
yay! Now we can get
That's worth having.
nitro to go with our meth.
Yeah. Means we can make a hot rod.
Yeah.
And it's so much nicer now that the vines are here. I know this one is down here on the beach. I'm trying to think of where the other one is at. It's over in the crater. Oh. However, while I'm here, I'm going to sort that and take all the super out of the way. Says it's raining outside here, and I haven't heard it, but I also have a headphone on.
Yay, we got an aquarium, but we still need something else, I think. And beside the whatchamacallit machine, what's it called? The incubator.
Mm-hmm.
I put a larvae box so you can just dump excess larvae in there. Sorry, that's the raw larvae box. This is the one beside it. And then the cooked larvae, which is our fabricated stuff, is across from it. You'll see when you look at them. If it's plain things, then
Where is the incubator at?
upstairs in my little genetics area.
Okie doke. Sounds good. Come on. Fly, fly, fly. Fly like a bird. Far, far away.
See, they have not reduced the water in usage.
We've also got to set the algae and the water production device. And
I set the water production device. How do you set the algae one?
I want to say get into it and then
I don't think it has a GUI, does it?
I think it's got, well, or I've done it, or I've done something similar.
No, algae doesn't have a GUI. Algae is GUI.
We're thankful you're here, Mayhem. Just want you to know that. Well, here's the thing about the whole update thing. We've got to get this planet to 4 TTI before it will give us the option to go to another planet or a moon or whatever. So,
Yep.
even even if the update hadn't have fallen, we would have still been working toward that goal. So I'm just happy that Mayhem came in and said, "Hey, that update's fine. What are you talking about?" I've got to take another picture of the base. Y'all are gooey. No.
Oh, pretty.
I think the algae is automatically picked when you set the storage to demand it. Well, we're fixing to find out.
Yep.
Well, you can't get into it, so it must be. There's algae rods down here like somebody dropped some.
Yeah.
Algae rods.
The produced algae, what
Vials.
goes in the the vials.
Oh, vials. Okay.
Sorry. My 62-year-old brain don't work so good sometimes. Oh, and now the inventory's full.
Somebody put magnesium in the algae box.
Pardon?
Somebody put a magnesium in the algae box.
Could have been any of us. Simple mistake.
Yep.
So much magnesium at one point.
Yeah. Can't even remember how much I deleted. Jeez.
You have mail.
Yes, we do.
Other end.
Other end.
Yeah.
Shaman. I think Joro left us a love note in the Discord. And we're right at 3% toward the frogs.
Another pretty.
just heard what sounded like thunder. And if Central Texas decides to have storms, unfortunately, the stream will probably end early. But I'm going to hang on as long as I can because I'm just stubborn like that. Where did you put the mushrooms at, Dave?
By the mushroom farms.
Which
Sorry,
are...
no, the mushrooms. I have not yet done their box yet. I'm actually just getting ready to do their box.
Mm-hmm. Should we make high quality food its own container?
I mean, I've got that box set to only pull squash. What was it? Squash, beans, high qual, and space food.
Okay, we'll leave it there because I just set up the auto crafter upstairs to supply high quality food. But we could also sell some too because Joro, I think you're having a little too much fun on vacation. Just saying. I might have to invest in a new controller. This one's being a little finicky. Is that a reference to the picture? Because I don't watch scary movies, so I don't understand what that means. Also, I'm not worried, John. I have orthopedic nunchucks, so I can protect myself. Dave, we have 3 wheat seeds, just so you know.
Dave's not here, man.
Good.
Dave's not. Shh, Dave's not here, man.
How full is your inventory, John?
I'm about a quarter of the way full. What are you needing?
Can you come and take all the fertilizer into this fertilizer locker?
Yep, I can do it. It's not all out, but it's as much as I could get. And that's pulsar quartz.
Yeah, throw it in the dump chest.
No, it's not. It's minerals. Ah, darn it.
Yep, that's a minerals.
It's in the dump chest.
Yep.
Now come back and get the rest, right?
Yeah, actually, not throw it on the ground. Go to me. Why don't I just go dump mine in the dump chest too?
Well, because that would make too much sense.
Yep. There we go.
I was going to say, do you need for me to deconstruct that crate?
No, I just didn't have enough inventory space. Jesus.
Yes, John. Shaman is asking a good question. Did you get your water fixed?
Still.
And I have taken most of the sulfur, just so you know.
Yep.
What's wrong, bud?
Well, make sure you make a better torch because I'm getting tired of hearing you bitch about a torch.
Party stopper, buzz killer.
Face closed.
I've got to go AFK for just a second, folks. I got a little
Yep.
dog that is petitioning me for something. I'm not sure what yet. I don't know whether he just wants to see me or he saw us packing clothes last night. He knows something's up. But I'll be right back. What's wrong, bud? Is it nasty storms? Is it nasty storms? You don't need to go outside. What do you agree with Mayhem about there, country lady? What did you say, Mayhem?
Make a tier 2 torch.
Could both of you have any imagination as to realize that I might like bitching about it?
I mean, I just assumed you did, but you know,
Well,
got to
aluminium,
poke the bear sometime.
magnesium, and sulfur. You guys keep me honest.
I guess we'll have to create a plankton box.
Why would we want to do that? That just makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Country lady, I am making it, I promise. Why can't I find magnesium? I know it's around here somewhere. Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Insect spreader rocket. That requires 3 bees, I think it is.
Oh, Jesus.
3 Bs?
Two
Where the hell are we
bees,
going to
two
get
bees.
beer on this fucking rock?
2 bees or not 2 bees? Oh.
Probably be easier to get a beer than it would be to get the bees, because
I know something, though. Our Air Force is really testing out stuff. Constant fighter aircraft going in and out of the airfield all day. Yep. Insect spreader rocket. 3 bees, an osmium, and a tier 2 mutagen.
good luck on that.
Well, I was going to try to. I was going to try to find the bees. I mean, we do have silk, and when Dave says good luck on that, that's bad. And we need uncommon larvae for bees.
Yep.
Yep. And you can't make an uncommon larva out of anything else. Well,
Nope.
we're parked 4 miles from it. Used to live by the Marine Corps base where we had trading stuff all the time too. Oh yeah. Mhm. I hate to say I'm going to try to undo a butterfly and see what I get.
You'll get anything.
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, maybe those ones will come apart, but
Yeah,
because those are the ones I crafted.
that's a rare larva, a mutagen,
Yep.
and a fertilizer. Okay.
Throw that stuff in the dump chest. It'll get sorted.
Yeah. Everybody, so just so everybody knows, we now have the Big Dave sorting system.
Yep.
You too can have the Big Dave sorting system. Yeah, John, I worked on the airfield for 16 years, thereabouts. 15 years, 8 months, and 8 days. Trust me, I know. A little less than that because of basic training and other such stuff. But very first larva I found down here, uncommon. And there's another uncommon. Come on, fly.
Oh, does anyone need any cosmic quartz?
Yeah,
Yes.
'cause
Yes.
just
Throw it
came
into
in.
the crusher.
I don't need it. I have it. I got 2 of them,
Yay.
I've got one.
and I got osmium. I set up a hab over here by the upper osmium field. Picked up a bunch of the super alloy, cleaned out the wreck that's been neglected, and set the smart storage unit to supply everything.
Supply.
Good.
So everything is in here. Oh, look, and there's drones. They're already coming and getting shit. I got engines. I got explosives. I might keep one of those. Just, you know,
Wolf
might
Cub,
set it off under somebody's bunk.
Wolf Cub says we can get the butterfly net and chase the bees. No, you get the butterfly net and chase the bees. I'm not gonna.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's fully automated and all set up.
Good
Excellent.
deal.
Now all we need is a fusion cell in this red ship up here to get the other doors open. And I do need to make a tier 2 deconstruction thing.
Yep.
We have enough pulsar quartz for a fusion cell. So.
Excellent, John.
that should have converted all our radium to rods. Convert all our
Come
uranium
on,
to
I need
rods.
one more uncommon larva. Just one. Dave, did you just sneeze?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Are you okay?
That would actually hurt a little bit. I think I pulled a muscle in my neck.
My wife is famous for sun sneezes. We'll walk outside to go on a walk, and walking down the driveway, I have to stay pretty close to her so she don't fall on her ass. It stops her in her tracks. I don't want a common larva, but I'll pick the darn thing up just to get everything rolling again. Come on. Give me one more uncommon larva.
Hey, just be thankful there isn't a blender in this game.
Why?
Some of those common larvae would end up in the blender, and then they'd end up in the food box. Just saying. Put them in a bag. Put a straw in the bag. Call it 7-Eleven slushy.
Dave.
Yeah?
If you ever mention that again, I'll ban you. I would even be content to let Joro call a banana hammock a donkey thong rather than listen to that again. But they are fast and loud. Yes? Yes, we were thinking about adding a rule that they could only be referred to as banana hammocks and not donkey thongs. Just haven't done it yet. And if you did refer to them as donkey thongs, you could have a super secret lifetime ban. Okay, next time I play with you guys, I'll make my own food. You even got country lady's attention. She's sitting there working. I'm beginning to think you've seen a little too much combat there, Dave.
Just a touch.
Anybody see Men at Work? A long time ago. One guy in the field jacket. I know what you're thinking. Just another crazy veteran. Yeah, maybe.
All our osmium to rods.
There's the tree. It stopped me mid-spreadsheet. Oh, that's too good. I don't need a common larva. I need an uncommon larva. Just one. My kingdom for an uncommon larva. Pick that rare one up.
Common slushy, the rare slushy, the uncommon slushy.
I found one, but I'm not getting a hit box on it. It's not even letting me walk toward because it's right by the vine. You want to?
Oh,
yes.
That's just mean.
Oh,
that
that's
is
just
mean.
wrong. Yeah, all it would prompt me for was to climb. It wouldn't let me pick up the larva. We're going to make bug smoothies and give everyone one. No, we're not.
See, Wolf Cub has the. Yeah. Okay, that's all converted to rods.
Oh, Wolf Cub, let's not say we did. No, no, thank you. You can have all mine. I came back from the Gulf War. We went to the commissary one day, and there were MREs for sale. I picked one up. Picked one of what I considered one of the good ones up, and we had the cherry cake with nuts in it, and I took it home and opened it, and I cut it into 3 pieces. One for my ex-wife, one for my son, and a big part for me. I really liked them. My son, the piece that he picked it up, he put it in his mouth. It went in and out of his mouth in the same motion. He said, I don't want any. And my ex-wife, who was one hell of a baker, just said, no. Yes, I've ate it, and yes, that's okay, but no, I'm not ever doing it again. And I sat there and happily ate everything that they didn't eat. So I guess if you develop a taste for it, that's a rock, not a bug.
Are you sure about that?
Considering I just went across the top of it and it didn't make anything, wouldn't let me pick it up. Yeah. Come on, I want this uncommon larva. I want to put up an insect ship. Come on. Pain in the butt.
Okay, we're getting a supply of food built up, so I'm moving beans and squash upstairs.
And because of the rain, I could just barely hear you. Or it's because I'm a deaf as a post, but
I was just saying that because we're getting a good level of high quality food built up, I'm going to move the beans and squash upstairs now too.
that's fine. "24-hour live stream. Let's go." No, I can't. I can't. Not today. There's cosmic quartz in the dump chest by the original door.
No. I don't think there is a. Oh, there is. Okay. Now we found it. Now the crusher. I can demand. Yo.
And I'm going back on the uncommon larva mission. Yeah, Wolf Cub is in rare form today. Not that that's a bad thing.
Nope.
Yes, I have a tier 2 torch now. Much better lighting. at least reasonably better. Nope, got to go in 3 p.m. to 11 today. And you're getting your streaming fix on right now because you can't do it at any other time.
That's a heck of a shift, 3 to 11. Oh,
Yeah, I've done
never
that.
enjoyed the swing shift myself.
Nope. I actually enjoyed 11 to 7 a lot more than.
Ice. Ugh, ice. The ice and water. Don't need ice anymore.
Well, gosh, we'll have common larvae until hell won't have them. I just want one more uncommon larva. And the game
We have to run over to the zeolite cave.
teased me. Yeah.
I just came back from the zeolite cave,
Oh,
or at least one of them. I don't think anybody's been there.
the one to the northwest?
Well, there's like 3 little caves in that big zeolite area.
Yeah. Well,
I
at the
went-
bottom of the zeolite pit,
Right.
larvae spawn.
There weren't any down there.
Oh,
I guess
Lord,
they're all
wolf
in-
cub. That's awful. Gotta go from 3 to 11, then get up and go
There
7,
was a green chest
7 to
that
3.
nobody had messed with.
Eh?
Possibly it had just spawned in, so.
I know there's one down here under this waterfall that I haven't tried to get to yet. Getting to that one was a pain in the butt. But I know it's there. Gosh, it's already 2 minutes after 9. When I got up to see what was wrong with my dog, storming outside, and
move over, Slowpoke.
he was just concerned about the storms. Hey, how about slow that hot rod down, punk? He flew past me like I was sitting in reverse.
Well, if you were going any faster, you'd be going backwards.
Yep. I saw a motorcycle bumper sticker that said you were going pretty fast right up to the point where I passed you. Saw another one said something about my sister's got a Harley just like that or something.
All the eggs in there.
Come on, fly. Fly, 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 like a bird, far, far away. Come on, I want to find an uncommon larva. Oh, that was, let's find a broke leg.
Now, come you packages each quality of food, and that'll heal your leg right
What?
up.
Yeah, I know. There's an uncommon larva sitting here, and I'm not getting the hit box on it. And that might be the one that's been stuck forever. What a pain in the butt. Dave, are you laughing at me?
Nope, I would never do that, Johnny.
See you, John. Thank you for dropping by.
See, John.
Have fun.
You know, Dave, when you say, I would never do that, I'm suspect of it. I mean, just saying. I want to at least set the one insect rocket off before we go off in 25 minutes or so. But not if I don't find that uncommon larva.
How many do you need?
Uncommon? Just one.
I have 2.
Listen at you. All right, I'm coming right that way. Have you tried gasoline and George to get the bug? Don't know. Can't light a fluid in a match? Yeah. That was one
Ooh,
of my,
rich guy.
that was one of my dad's favorite sayings. Come on, fly, fly, fly. Come on. Oh, you're just going to be that way, are we? Pain in the butt. Mayhem,
Yes.
somehow it's your fault. I'm not
It's
sure
always my.
how.
I take full credit for everything. If I put these uncommon larvae in this dump chest, they're going to get taken and used by somebody, right?
Yep.
They might.
should appear up here in the raw larvae box.
Okay. I do that then.
Oh, come on.
Oh, they just left.
There we go. Good.
I hope the drones aren't eating them.
Nope. There's 2 uncommon larvae in the box now. So good.
And I have 2 on me.
And I need more.
And I'm going to go make bees.
I wouldn't let them just crawl on you. They might bite you.
Yeah, very safe.
Country lady, I hope you slept better last night, because I know It's either Saturday or Sunday, one of the two. You said you didn't sleep good.
Oh, we got another message from Starform. If you're willing to help us, your second task is to manually open the hatch of our second spaceship. It landed on the planet, but the hatch didn't open and our drones are stuck inside. Find the spaceship and open the hatch manually so we can activate them later to complete the terraforming process.
Or plan B, set off an explosive right next to the door. Yeah, that'll work.
I think you need 3 fusion cells to pop that open, but I cannot remember. Genetic stuff.
And a smuggler has said, terraforming task, carefully manipulate explosive device in order to extract rare minerals. Last status, everything is going well. Log, find target, approaching target, placing explosive. Boom.
Whoops.
Oh, wait, no, that was the wrong message. This is the message from the smuggler. If our informations are correct, this planet should be filled with new tech that could make us all rich. This planet seems to hold some kind of terraforming tech, with loads of high-quality materials. Approaching the planet, wait, what is that? They have a protection system, abort landing process, abort landing process. So now we know there's something on the planet.
It's rare these days that I sleep a full night, but did sleep better than normal last night. Yeah, I understand that.
Is that fertilizer?
I went to a junkyard yesterday because I had found a special kind of radio, a navigation radio for my Prius. Paid a fair amount of money, cheaper than what I would have on eBay, but still a fair amount of money. Got out in my driveway, took the radio out of my car, the one I bought, different connections on the back of it. Got to take it back.
Oh.
Yep, it was like, well, darn. Yeah, I was not a happy camper. And I'm going to go get everything else I need for this rocket. So when the bee gets through cooking, I'll have it all.
Shouldn't take very long to cook a bee. Just saying.
Yeah. Wolf Cub says you could never sleep if someone was jumping up and down on the bed. Yeah, that's true. They would have to die.
Yep.
Sorry to say so. My wife and I have a king-size bed. It's actually 2 extra large twins, and it's got a split down the middle. But both sides are movable and everything. Wonderful bed. Got it as a Christmas present from my daughter, and just went, you couldn't give me anything better. I hope that was bees. Yes, it was. Okie doke. Well, I had more than one thing in my inventory, and I wanted to make sure I threw the right one in there. I wasn't going to get some mutant out.
Yep. Now, if you don't get it fast enough, it will go over to the cooked larvae box behind you.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm standing right here with it.
Yeah. because I set those ones, the cooked larvae box that's right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the back side, there's an eggs box, and I've set those up to just grab any free roaming eggs or larvae.
Mm-hmm. It's called getting older and suffering from insomnia. Yeah, that's. I've never been a great sleeper. The habit of getting up at 0500 in the military for all those years didn't help. And now my eyes just, you know, be sleeping along, not making a sound, nothing going on, and suddenly I am awake. The
Yeah,
animals
that's
are starting to go up.
good.
And I'll show the rocket going up because I know Shaman likes that. Bye.
Cookies.
Pardon me.
Where's that autocrafter? We need some nuggies.
Now the insects are going up. I thought it was animals. I was wrong.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that animals were going up.
Huh? So you're still waking up at 0500. Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. I got out at age I was 37. And yeah, I haven't slept good, you know, a whole lot since then.
Yep.
And I used to sit and fret about it. And the one thing about being an insomniac is that you tend to worry about what's coming along and how many minutes you got till the alarm. And, you know, now I get up and go do, you know, something quiet in the other side of the house and read notes. And
I
all
put you
kinds of
another
stuff.
one of your slugs in the box.
Okay.
It's not just any slug, it's your slug.
Yeah.
There's a cosmic quartz in one of
Actually,
the dump
I was
chests.
talking to you.
Well, it should at some point work its way out to the crusher.
And I 100% know what you're talking about, country lady. If I could shut my brains off, I'd be dollars ahead and better fed. Oh, I'm standing here by a water collector that has no water in it.
Supply everything. Supply everything. Yeah.
Boy, I know the flowers up here on the top of the hill are kind of glad there's not any more than that.
Yeah. Agreed.
Wow, beans, food seeds. Boy, that Dave, he's a inventorying nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Got all that, got all that, got all that. Yeah, we'll go get plankton production up.
It's called stick your head in the freezer, the problem's fixed. I don't know about that. It would take whole lots to shut my overthinking brain off.
Yep.
I'm turning back on Famric production because we've got quite a bit
Yeah.
of items in it, and I'm going to make it hold it. And then I'm going to turn on the trade rocket and make some cash.
As long as it's Johnny.
Hello, folks. I'm Johnny Trash. I mean, Cash. Auto sort option for storage would be a great addition to the game. Yes, you are not wrong.
I would love it if they would give me Boolean logic.
Which is, for those of us
My
uninitiated.
ands, ors, nors, nots, all those gates.
So you could program it.
Yep. Because then I could say if silk
What?
greater than
Slug.
50%, then divert to the auto crafter.
2 slugs.
So
3, 4.
I think
And
Mr.
5
Mayhem
slugs.
is having too good of a time. We're going to have to take the slugs away from Mr. Mayhem.
yep. And I forgot. 5 sports.
He's channeling his inner count.
Yooba-dooba-doo-doo. Yooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo.
Okay, men.
Okay, I've officially replaced our nuclear reactors entirely with fusion.
Wow. Amazing.
Maybe one more.
Which means that we really don't need the... Yeah, got 150% buff from the fuse. Run, Mayhem, they're coming for the bugs. I haven't thought about an if-then statement since college, yeah. Yeah, if then else. I was okay with programming as long as it was, straight from, started at the top, ended at the bottom, the end. When functions became a thing in C++, blew my mind. And I took a heck of a lot of programming languages for electives doing MIS, and I couldn't even hardly write a hello world program. I'd love to get into some Python. That looks like that would be fun. But I don't have the mental capacity to program, because you got to know where you're going, and I have, I just don't.
Yeah, you have to know your end state so you can work backwards to get to your start state.
Yeah, and it just, and
What is a rar lava?
What?
Have not.
A rar lava, yeah.
Rare.
No, raw larvae.
Oh.
That's the uncooked larvae. Ooh, we got. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these common larvae and throw them in the blender.
Yeah.
Which is better known as the recycling machine.
Good thing I've been up since 4. All this merriment, if I was blurgy, might have meant trouble in River City this early. Yeah. Here's the thing. I can't write code. I just can't.
Yep.
But I can look at somebody else's code and go, I want to change it to do this. I can do that. But as far as the absolute writing of code, it's just And there was something I fixed recently that had a little bit of code in it, because I remember coming into Dreas's chat and said, "Yeah, to fix that, I had to write code this morning." I was working on a camera system in the house, and Shaman said, "Is that a bad thing or something?" And no, it's not a bad thing. Just haven't done it in 20 years. Do we?
And the drones are taking all my bugs.
I will stick with my accounting and spreadsheets. Okay, men. It's 3 minutes until the scheduled end. So get what you're doing done.
And just start making some bees, more bees, so I can make more farm plots.
Tier 5 drill. That might honestly be worth throwing one out. 2 super alloy rod and an osmium rod.
Do her. I think super alloy is the only thing I haven't turned into rods yet.
Yeah, I can honestly say object-oriented programming was the worst thing I ever had in my life. That I just barely passed that class. That sucked.
Now, at the end of the day, a lot of logic-oriented you can just draw out in advance, utilizing the decision tree method.
And I get that. But the way it was taught to me, the woman was Ecuadorian, and she had an extremely strong accent and was pregnant.
Yep.
And it wasn't a good combination. You know, she had other things going on her mind, and I get it. All right. That's giving out 43,800,000 nanopascals of pressure and 354 picokelvins of heat.
Nice. So we've got the high tier drill, we've got the high tier heater.
Didn't help that we had an idiot teaching the class. Yeah.
We are at the current stage of fish. And we are working towards amphibians.
Yep. I'll stick with writing and gaming. I don't want to create computers or games. I just want to use them. Yeah. Okay. I think this is where we're going to leave it.
Okay.
Hey, there's Mayhem.
Yeah.
Yeah, dance off, bro.
You lose. I bought a gas station in Fishton,
Ah,
and I had to fix it up.
well, of course you did.
And then I had to buy products and shelves and put it all together before I could even open the damn thing.
Uh,
But I do get free gas now.
Mayhem, wave to the camera. Eddie, oh, you're not right. Come on, there's Dave. Come on, wave, Dave. Oh, and he dances. I genuinely thought with Joro not being here, I wouldn't have any trouble out of you two, but I can see you're a lost cause. All right, folks, that's where we're going to leave it. Like I said, I will not be streaming on Friday, so we're not golfing. I have an acupuncture appointment on Friday, and the next time I'm streaming with this is going to be Saturday morning. So you guys have a good week.
That can save you time, and we can play a game of darts at the same time.
You think?
Yeah. I will be uploading my newest golf course, Big Dave Mayhem, as soon as the stream is over.
All right, then.
Look for it.
Sounds like a good one. You might see me in Discord during the week, but I'm pretty much going to be away from the house, and everything's going to be shut down.
Yep.
Okay.
And now
Bye-bye.
I'm going to have a good save. Thank you guys for being in chat. It's always more fun when there's people in chat.
See ya.
And give me my mouse back. It's mine. Mine.